Just, great rivalry, one of the longest standing in the country. Just that much added intensity. So really it's about us finding a way to protect home court above and beyond all that, and continue to build momentum down the stretch here. So it's going to be a heck of a game. Should be a great atmosphere in here. They've really gotten on a nice little run here, got some things figured out, so it's going to be a challenge.
Are there a couple factors you feel like have kept your team from being better defensively?
It's kind of mind-boggling because we were really good defensively for a while, but at times it's a lack of focus on both ends. Things we work on, we don't carry through to games. Things we talk about in timeouts, kind of to remind guys. So there's always a tough little stretch. At some point in the year where guys are a little worn down mentally and physically, but we feel this is a great week to recover. It's a long week. Should be some added excitement and enthusiasm because we're playing our rival. So hopefully there's some things there that we're going to work on every day, and hopefully that we can carry it through come game time.
With a week between games, how much does that change your preparation?
Well, it allows you to do a couple of things. It's for us, we've got to get some guys mended up a little bit. Zach got a little banged up against Cal. Trace is still hobbled. We'll see how he does today. So it gives you time to rest, recuperate, but then get some things dialed in that maybe you've had some issues with, like what we've talked about defensively. And then the prep, good prep for the one game.
You mentioned Trace hobbled. Is that something you think he's probably going to linger with for the rest of the season?
Yeah, at this point in time, he really needed about a month off, and there's just no time to do that. So, impressed with what he's been able to give us, but it's unfortunate again. But I know he's a tough kid, and he'll find a way to give us his best with what he's got.
Looking to this weekend, the opportunity presents itself to sweep Oregon, something that Oregon State hasn't done in quite some time. How do you guys get that done this weekend?
Just it's another game that we have at home, and we're going to talk about finding a way to get that one and continue to climb the table and hopefully cause some separation. All the other stuff is something that folks can talk about down the road.
How much does it change things to have to see Kenny Wooten's coming out?
I think there's positive and negatives. They were tough to guard because they had another perimeter player, let's say, in there. They were able to do some things, play a little bit smaller and pressure up a little bit. We saw that. And I know they still do that with him in the lineup, but there's some tough things for sure with him in there, but there were some things that made them a little more versatile when he wasn't. So, I know he brings a big piece to them defensively, and at the rim on the other end. So it's certainly going to be tougher with him out there.
How do you feel like your team has handled full court or three-quarters court press since you faced him?
Great. It hasn't been much of an issue. A couple times traps when teams spring them on us, we've coughed it up, but not to the extent in that little 3-minute stretch there. So we'll work on it again this week and be better for it, hopefully.
Does having a shot blocker like Kyler Kelly in practice help prepare for a guy like Kenny Wooten? Or?
Certainly, yeah. They're two of the best in the country. So yeah, we get to see that every day.
Against Oregon down in Matthew Night, that was one of those games where you guys kind of went and set the tone early, kind of set through that first punch, so to speak. A couple last home games, you guys haven't been able to do that. Is there going to be something key to coming out aggressive?
Just the attention to detail, coming out, being the aggressor. It's really just pretty easy to say it, and it's a pretty simple concept, but you've got to carry it to the court. We didn't get off to a bad start against Stanford. I think it was 9-8 or 11-10, but then after that we struggled. So we very rarely have come out, I think Washington and games like that where we don't get out of the gate offensively, but most other games we've been just fine.
How big is that defensive field goal percentage number as a gauge as far as how your team's doing on that end?
Well, keep bringing that up. We won a lot of games when we were doing a great job, Jesse, and we've won some when we haven't. So obviously it's something that we want to focus on and keep improving. All right,
thanks,
Mike.